Ikshana is a web application specially designed for the NCB for analyzing previous and real-time data about drug bust, online drug-related activities, active drug routes, and other details like modes of transportation. All NCB officials need to log into this application with the means of their employee ID and password, without which they will not be able to access this site. The home page of the web application is a space where they can view all the latest news and events associated with the NCB. They can see various updates from different teams that they are part of across the organization. All recent reports are also populated here. The official can choose to follow the events of a particular report if it interests him. The Upload Report section is utilized by the NCB officials to upload all reports, online or offline, received and filed by NCB, as well as various other authorities like local police, BSF, SSB, etc. This is a manual task that needs to be done on the regular in order to populate data for the information dashboards on this site. This is how a typical report is filed, and these are the details that need to be addressed. Looks like the user just got a notification. Let's move to the activity section. This section contains updates for any teams, reports, interests that the user follows. Any requests from different teams are also sent here. For example, the user has received an approval request from the Punjab Border Narcotics team. Let's click on Approve. Since the user now has to work with the PSF, he goes to the home page to the Reports section and searches for PSF Punjab. All relevant reports are then listed under this section. The results can be filtered on various aspects, as you can see on the left-hand side. The user then chooses to follow a report of particular interest. He now wants to see and understand the pattern of drug-related activities that happen across India, especially in Punjab. To do so, he clicks on the Dashboard section. This space helps him analyze route patterns and related data such as drug seizures, online drug-related activity levels, and trends in modes of drug transportation. All data is updated in real time by collecting it through both online and offline means. Online data related to social media, digital forums, and dark web marketplaces are collected through web crawling and scraping. Offline data is updated by filing the reports created by multiple agencies of drug seizures and suspected activity via the Upload Document section that we saw earlier. Now let's look at how to read this infographic. This graph shows locations of drug bust through colored dots. The colors are representative of particular drugs. The larger the dot, the larger the amount of drugs seized. The map contains colored gradients as background. The darker the background color in a specific region of the map, the higher the amount of drug-related online activity. Deep purple means high activity, whereas light purple means low activity. The lines represent the major routes used to traffic drugs within and from outside India. Wider the lines, higher the amount of drugs passing through those routes. Darker the pink color, higher the purity of the drug, and vice versa. The right side contains visual representation of which modes of transportation were used for drug movement, such as airways, ships, postal service, trucks and buses, etc. All details are on the right-hand side. The bottom section of the dashboard contains a timeline of the last 12 months. Above it, you will see the different drug types and which particular drug was popular in which month. The user can click on any of these particular months to see relevant data. Right now, we are looking at data from April. Let's look at March or Feb. As you can see, the seizures definitely change, but the routes do not change much. This is because it's only a difference of 1 month. But if we look at data from 6 months ago, we see a bit more drastic change in the routes. The user can also select a duration from the left side of the panel, for example, last 3 months, or even at the most recent data, like last week. This infographic helps the user by giving details of any particular route just by tapping on it. As you can see, the details are updated on the right hand side. The user can also choose to completely turn off the routes so as to view the data underneath it better, that is, the seizures as well as the gradients representing the online activity. If the user is interested in viewing details related to just one drug, he can tap on the drug name and the map gets updated. If he wants to look at data from 2 drugs, he needs to tap on another one again. He is now seeing simultaneous data from 2 drugs. To deselect, the user just needs to tap again. Since the user was interested in the Punjab region, he can tap on the location bar and search for Punjab. This allows him to zoom into that particular region. We are now looking at the data from Punjab for the drug heroin in the last week. To view details about a particular seizure, similar to the routes, we just need to tap on that circle and all the details get updated on the right hand side. Let's turn on the routes view to see the flow of heroin across Punjab. The dashboard also lets the user see predicted routes based on patterns of drug seizures, transportation means, online drug related activity, and previous knowledge of routes. To look at this, the user just needs to tap on the predicted filter. The details section also gives the user actionable items such as notifying relevant authorities about the predicted movement of drugs. On clicking on it, the alerts are sent to particular authorities. The user can add more or choose to delete the names of the authorities. Let's click on proceed. These particular authorities and officials from them will receive the alerts in their activity section. And thus, we complete a walkthrough of the web application Ikshana.